Hey, James, welcome back to the channel. So glad you are here with us. This is Grace, part 11. We are covering 2 Corinthians 8:7. So here's the verse. Going to step over a little bit. That way, put the verse right here. But since you excel in everything, in faith, in speech, in knowledge, in complete earnestness, and in the love we have kindled in you, see that you also excel in this grace of giving. See, we're inspired by the Holy Spirit to be generous and kind to other people. You want to know the type of gift God gave you? Well, on the book by Grace by Max Lucado on page 150, here's what Pastor Max has to say. He himself is the treasure. Grace is precious because he is. Grace changes lives because he does. Grace secures us because he will. The gift is the giver. To discover grace is to discover God's utter devotion to you. His stubborn resolve to give you a cleansing, healing, purging love that lifts the wounded back to their feet. Does he stand high on a hill and bid you to climb out of the valley? No, he crosses the bridge and shoulders you over. You did not save yourselves. It was a gift from God. Ephesians 2:8, New Century Version. Richard Blackaby, in his book, Putting a Face on Grace, shared a story of a woman who was rather harsh with him during a church business meeting. Later on, she called him on the phone and attacked him for something else that he had done. To make matters worse, the same woman had cornered his wife and yelled at her for some of the same things. Instead of getting revenge, his wife suggested inviting this woman over for Easter dinner. Page 106, quote, "That Sunday we experienced a wonderful Easter service. I spoke about God's grace that motivated him to send his son even when people were cruelly mocking him and rejecting him. I sensed the power and beauty of God's grace being exercised in my life even as I spoke. The woman and her family came for dinner. We all thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. As she grew to trust me, she eventually shared some deep hurts she experienced in the past at church and confessed she had misdirected her anger toward me. She ultimately became a friend and a wonderful support to my family and me." See, we give not to give favor from God, but rather because God has given us Jesus. We then give grace to others because that's how God can work in the hearts of those who have been hurt by people. If everyone strived to get revenge on the people that hurt us, we would never end the fighting or bickering that takes place. Grace says, forgive and love those who are unlovable. I know that sounds easier said than done. But everybody has been hurt by someone. And even if you give grace to them and they don't respond in kind, the bare minimum blessing you'll get is that you're no longer carrying a grudge. The best thing that can happen is, like Pastor Blackaby had shared in his book, they eventually became friends. So my suggestion to you is to take the valuable lessons that were given in the scriptures and in the books that I shared, put them into practice, and let God control the response. Let God handle whatever results. Whatever happens, happens. But we are called as Christians to be faithful. So, if you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. I do want to thank you for watching. The fact that you're here tells me that you want to grow spiritually, and I appreciate that. So, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for watching. I love you guys, especially my subscribers. I hope you have a great day.